Yo, what up? It's Romeo Valentine, and right now we here with my homie Dillon Pakele. What's up, Dillon?
What's up? Romeo Valentine, legend.
Bro, legend. That was a good joke.
No.
No, but listen, bro, you did that record, Romeo, and I was like, man, I wish I was in the music video for that one.
I literally immediately thought about you. Me and Isaiah was thinking about you.
Were you?
Yes.
Because I think he tagged me one time, and I was like, yo, why didn't you put me in the video?
No. We're gonna make another music video.
Okay. So I could be in there, I could be like the
We're
acting.
gonna talk about the slipper, right? It's slipper. It's a flip flop. Romeo's gonna be in the song. It's gonna be about him.
Let's go, bro. Okay, so it's set in stone, man. Well, we appreciate you, man, for pulling up, and actually, I pulled up to you, man. I followed you home.
Yep, we're right across the street. We was at Moani's, and this guy was there, and hey, we're here now. It's at my house, right across the street.
Yo,
now you know where my house is at. We never say Moani, well.
Yeah, Waikiki. So, bro, man, you come from a line of legacy, brother, with the work that your dad did through music, man. And tell me about that, man, because your dad is a big staple to the island sound and the whole music in general.
I mean, Dad, we got a big picture of him right here. My dad was his name was Kaulana Pakele, and he was, to me as a father, just the person that I look up to very much. And in the music industry, he's made a lot of records with a bunch of different bands, and he's been an inspiration to a lot of people here in Hawaii. But for me specifically, he's been my biggest inspiration.
Yeah, wow.
So I'm honored to call him my father, and honored to live out the legacy that he's left here.
Yeah, for sure, brother. And, one of the things that I believe Fiji said on stage when he won an Island Music Awards is he, gave them an all company and gave them all the flowers for starting this island music up. And here you are taking the next generation, the next wave, and you're going forward with it, man. When did you realize, like, as in your childhood, were you like, yo, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to, when did you be like, this music thing is amazing?
Honestly, my whole life, I never really wanted to do music.
Really? No. What'd you want to do?
I wanted to be a professional basketball player. That was always my dream. I wanted to be in the NBA.
Okay, who's your favorite baller?
Shucks. I never really had a favorite player. My dad's favorite player was LeBron James, so I kind of by default, LeBron is my favorite player too. LeBron James. Yeah. Okay. LeBron. So basketball is my first dream.
So you wanted to be a baller.
Yeah. Yep.
So it wasn't until you were an adult where you're like, oh, you know what? I'll just use this voice. Because, bro, you can sing.
Nah. I'm still working on them, trying to figure out where my voice is, and I'm working on them. But to answer your question, I feel like, honestly, I'm just going to jump straight to the point. It wasn't until my dad passed away that I really found my want to do music. I started recording a little bit before he passed. He passed in 2020. I started recording my first song, Forgive Me, in 2019 with Uncle Langa Sovea and Uncle Wendell Ching. But it wasn't until after Dad passed that I realized that this was my calling. This is what I needed to be doing.
Yeah.
So because of Dad passing, that's why I know this is where I need to be.
Well, brother, I'm grateful that you picked up the mantle, man, and you're carrying the legacy because, bro, your voice is phenomenal. You're an amazing talent, bro. And I've seen you many times on stage, and I see you do your thing, and I'm like, dang, bro, his voice is like cracking. Like, it's like not cracking, like, I guess this is the wrong terms to use to a musician. Cracking. It's like dope. Like, it's like, no, like, you get up there and it's like such a natural ability, like you've been doing this, So it's like for you to have a natural ability and be able to step into the light in that way, man, it's just amazing, And you jump on stage with a Manawa company from time to time, and I've seen you do that multiple times, and I'm like, bro, it's rocking. Look at it, and your voice just when it carries crazy.
We gotta shout out Uncle Danny for that. Uncle Danny, every single time he gives me the opportunity to jump on the stage and play music. So I really appreciate you, Uncle Danny, and the rest of the Manawa company crew for giving me the opportunity to share my music and share my story with Dad.
Yeah. So you were talking about you're into fantasy football.
Oh.
Yeah, you're into fantasy football. So I'm gonna flip it a little bit, okay? Fantasy music. If you could create a fantasy lineup for an album, like a crazy fantasy album, who would you put on it?
Jesus, that is a really hard question. I would have to say, is this like if they're
It could
still
be any,
here?
yeah, it
Like,
could be anybody.
okay. And anybody, not even just an island reggae, like
Yeah, no, no,
anybody.
no, anybody.
Oh shoot. Okay. Man, if I could have Prince,
Oh, wow.
Prince. Oh my gosh, you can do something with Prince.
Purple rain.
You
can't
gotta
do
do that. Kenny Loggins, one of my favorite songs is "House in Blue Corner." So
Okay.
it'd be really cool to do something with him. And gotta say, I definitely gotta put Uncle Fiji up there, and I gotta put Dad up there. Like
Yeah.
those are my two of my biggest idols when it comes to music.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you actually did a record with Fiji.
Yeah, that was actually one of my first songs. It was called "Forgive Me," and he gave me a chance. He actually was on my first song.
Wow.
So big honor to have one of the greatest.
Yeah, because I mean everybody in the island music looks up to Fiji. You know what I'm saying? And then
He's the godfather of all the music here. So
yeah, no, definitely. You know, he was at my 5th grade graduation.
yeah,
His niece, no, his niece was went to the same. I went to Queen Kaulana Elementary.
Okay.
He didn't know. He don't know me, but I knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? And his niece was she was my classmate. She was my friend. I don't know what happened to her. But anyway, so you got the record with Fiji. And any other artists that you worked with along the way since you've started. So that was a start. So
Yes.
who else have you gone?
I got to do a song with my friend Tiara Gomes. She goes by Tiara, so I got to do one with her. It was actually my first song that wasn't reggae. It was a song called Is Love. So I did that song with her, and then I got a chance to do a song with Jordan T. Did a song called From the Islands. That was connection. Big ups to YKL for connecting.
It's good
the
water,
dots.
bro, by the way.
If it wasn't for YKL, I don't know if me and Jordan would have been able to do a song together. So thank you, YKL. And I also got to do a song with Isaiah Tavares. We did a remake of Romeo, Romeo, oh, Romeo. Yeah, we did a song, did a version of the song. And we had to do that live right there because that's Romeo Valentine, right? Yeah, so his father is actually, he was a part of Hawaiian, and to be able to do that song with him, it's crazy because I've always wanted to like do a version of the song, but my dad wasn't the one that did that song. And so when Isaiah reached out to me about doing the song, I was like, bro, you have no idea how bad I wanted to do this song. So God really connected the dots. So
That's exactly what it is.
yeah. So it was an honor to do that song with another legacy kid.
Yeah,
Isaiah
bro.
Tavares.
And you have a new single out.
Yes.
Well, you going off on it, bro. You did a double time, triple time. I was like, yo, and jump. I was like, okay.
Hey.
So Far Away.
Yes.
You know what led you to be so creative and be able to deliver such a impactful record like that? Because it's rootsy. It has that rootsy feel. It has that roots vibe.
Yes.
And where did that stem from?
Well, definitely the crew behind the song. Imua Garza, Tate.
Yeah.
I gotta shout out my boy Nate Brown. He was also part of the creation of the song. My sister Miley Soul, for doing all the harmonies and
Who's hiding behind the camera right now?
She's actually in the room right now. I mean,
right there. Look, you see.
she doesn't want to jump in the camera, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
We see her,
we
kind
see
of, but it's kind of dark.
It's kind of dark over there, but it's so Miley, and then we got Elias English. He's on the drums, and that's pretty much the crew. And as far as the song creation, like writing the song, and it was actually, it's funny that it took about 6 to 7 years to create that song.
Whoa.
So the bass line and the guitar riffs in the song, my dad actually did it back in 2019.
Holy smokes.
So I have a version on my phone that has him recording it.
Wow.
And when I showed it to him, I said, can we keep the same bass line? Can we keep the same guitar riff? Because I want my dad to be a part of it in that way,
Holy smokes.
And then the words of the song, I mean, one verse is about one season of my life. Another verse is about another season of my life. The chorus I wrote with my brother back in 2019. My sister, Sammy Ofuya, Uncle Jack's daughter, we wrote the second verse just literally sometime this year about a whole nother season of life. So every verse of the song is about different seasons of life.
Wow.
And basically the whole song together, it's just about finding yourself and finding the people that you can trust and the tribe that surrounds you, making sure that that's tight.
Yeah.
Because in life, I'm starting to realize more and more in 2025 at 27 years old now.
Damn.
That's really important.
27?
27. I know. I look
22.
older, I know.
Oh, you
I look
did.
22.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if I'm insulted.
Yeah, you look, you young buck, man. No, it's okay. People tell me I look 40, bro, and it's.
Nah. The way you dress brings it. Like you're definitely like 27, 20, like same age. I
bro.
think we could be the same age.
Let's go. I'm there then.
And you got the dreads, bro. I wish I could have dreads.
You can, bro. You just gotta.
No, I can.
You just gotta keep watering your
I
plants.
would not look good. I promise. You can look good with dreads, but I don't.
You know what? You know why I have dreads, bro? Is because my dad's bald, so I know what my future looks like. So this is my last shot. This is the last shot of hair.
It looks good.
Because once it goes, it's done. But now he started going bald in his 20s or maybe 30s. Damn, I'm just about to say my age, ain't I? Okay, so Far Away.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the record's out right now, and you know, you definitely created something that I haven't really, you know, you went and been creative with the record. We're doing that double time in there. You know, got the roots. You started with the roots, and then you hit the, you know. So
I gotta give a shout out to Emo again, Emo Garza and Nate Brown, because they were the ones that really helped me bring that song to life. Nate was in the beginning of the song, helped me with that, even that double time idea. Like, that was a collective. That took a bunch of us to do it. Figure this out, not just me.
Wow. So do you feel like you were more in love with like R&B music first, and then you found like the island sound, or like, you know, just if yourself personally, were you like an R&B head?
I'll tell you this, I was always an island reggae boy.
Ah.
My dad was a part of of two reggae groups, so for me, that One Drop and that Lovers Rock was always my favorite type of music. Actually, no, now I'm starting to expand into different music, but reggae has been like,
Yeah, that was your thing.
anybody that knows me, you know that I love reggae music, and that's what I listen to every day. But I'm starting to realize you have to listen to every type of music to be able to draw from everything. When you're writing a song, you're going to think about this. You know, my dad actually growing up, he used to force me to listen to a bunch of things, but I always wanted to listen to reggae music, but he would force me to listen to other things. And I didn't realize how thankful I am now that he forced me to listen to those things, because now in my head I have a catalog of all these different sounds that when I write songs, I'm like, ooh, this melody from this song, or this melody from this song, you know? And I'm gonna do the same thing for my kids one day. I'm gonna hey, no, listen to this. You hear this? This is the Eagles right there. You hear this? You hear this? Yep, that's Prince, okay? And they're gonna know, because one day they're gonna thank me for it. They're gonna be like, Dad, no, I don't like. Boy, listen.
No, it's good music. That's right. You know, I mean, I think that's what it is. And being inspired by great music. You know, my dad listened to a lot of Temptations in the house, and it's probably because we black. Just joking. No, I grew up with my dad. My dad's black. My mom was Hawaiian, Filipino, and I grew up around my dad. And you know, just growing up in different households. But my dad loved island reggae music, and he grew up here as well, and. Yeah, the island reggae music was a staple for him. You know, he liked reggae as well, Shaggy and Angel and all that stuff. So I know I feel you on that. So I mean, what would you say is maybe a bucket list thing for you when it comes to being in the music industry?
Bucket list thing. Honestly, my bucket list thing that I want to do, it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with. We have a family company called Pakele Entertainment, and one of our goals is to really help artists bring their visions to life. And for me, my biggest dream, my biggest bucket list thing is to create some kind of program where we can help other artists bring their dreams to life. And honestly, I think one of the things that my family is really good at, between me, my mom, my sister, and our circle of people, is we're good at holding people's hands through the process. Because at the end of the day, that's what I needed. I needed somebody to hold my hand through everything. In the music part, I had no idea what I was doing when I first started. And it took like Uncle Danny coming along to help, my mom, Uncle Fiji, Uncle Ryan, like just a whole bunch of uncles coming together, Imua, and really just holding my hand through the process. Hey, Dale, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. This is how you do this. And that's the same thing that I want to do for the next generation. How do we stay here in Hawaii? You know what I mean? Like, trying to figure out ways of income for these next you can play music full time, right? But it's gonna get more and more and more expensive, right? And in the next 20-30 years, can we do music full time? is it possible? I don't know. And I'm trying to just think about, okay, yeah, I know I gotta think about what I'm doing, but at the same time, how do we bring everybody with us? And that was something my dad was really big on, and it's something that we're big on as a family as well.
Wow, no, that's huge.
So that's my biggest bucket list thing, is trying to figure out ways, create a program to bring the Hawaiian music industry to the best possible place.
Yeah,
and so that everybody's thriving. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's my bucket list thing.
Wow. Yeah. Well, shoot, bro. You said it right here, and and we're gonna look back at times like this, and we're just gonna be like, bro, look, you know what I mean? Because I feel like until you speak it, so you write it down, is when it's really gonna start happening, and it starts coming into fruition, and you allow God's hand and favor to be upon it.
The power of our tongue is very important. When we speak, our tongue is the pen. Our life is the paper.
Yeah.
What we speak comes to life.
Yeah.
So we gotta speak it, and every day just speak it, speak it, speak it. No negativity. Just it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And God's gonna make sure it happens.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. So, I mean, what do you say, man? Your guitar, bro, you got one of the nicest guitars in the game, bro. So, who did that? Because that's a beautiful guitar.
That's my boy Sam, Hamiota Art. I don't have the guitar, it's in the house, but it's right here. Brother Sam, Hamiota Art. He actually did Josh Tofi's guitar. He did Tangi's guitar. He did Stan Walker's guitar.
Oh, wow.
Go follow him, Hamiota Art. He's probably one of the most talented brothers I know. But he made it. And it was the guitar, it looks like this. It's a black guitar, and it didn't have any of the tribal on it before. But after my dad passed away in 2020, my mom surprised us with a Christmas gift, and it was this. This guitar was my dad's, actually his first guitar he ever had.
Wow.
And my mom, it was like sitting in this garage somewhere, and my mom found it, and she was like, "Oh, this is his first guitar." So then she got it etched, and it took the brother maybe 60 hours to make the whole guitar. Yeah. And then they presented on Christmas. They gave us the guitar.
Wow.
And that's the guitar we perform with now.
Wow.
So it's this painting, and then also it's our logo for Pakele Entertainment. So
Yeah.
a lot of meaning from that guitar. So shout out to Sam, bro. I love you back.
Bro, I've run into you many times, but I don't think I've ever connected with you on a way of understanding like everything that you kind of like got going around you, bro. This is amazing, and like the meanings behind it all.
For me, this guy, he really instilled in us love, and love on a whole nother level. Love, unconditional love.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we want to bring to the industry, is exactly what this guy was doing. He was the type of guy to help anybody and everybody, no matter what his situation was, no matter how much money he had or didn't have. He would always take the shirt off of his back to help everybody. And for me, we want to keep his light shining in this world.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about for me. At the end of the day, I make records, Instagram, all these TikTok, all these kind of things, right? To me, that doesn't matter. What matters to me is making sure that his light keeps shining, and therefore God's light keeps shining through the industry as well.
Wow.
So that's what it's all about.
Wow, bro. Yeah, no, I mean, I've been doing music, not music, but I've been in the industry for a very long time, and I've seen the dark places, and I've always been one to know that there is light. There can be light, and there will be light. So, appreciate you for what you're doing, brother. And, we're excited for more of this music to just keep dropping, bro. Excited for your new single, Far Away.
We got a whole album dropping this year. Some exciting remakes that this guy did. And we got some originals, of course, but we got some fun remakes coming up.
Yo, the first time I've seen you perform, and I got chicken skin because you did Molokai Slide, and I was like,
Where's this at?
Where's it? It's Farrington High School.
Okay. Is that one? I can't remember that.
Yeah, it was yes. We were doing yes. And then I was like, I got chicken skin. I was like, whoa, what the heck? Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's an honor to be able to perform that song and any of the songs that my dad has done. He laid the foundation. So
yeah.
Thank you, Dad. Love you.
Yeah.
Always.
Beautiful, brother. Well, appreciate you, man, and can't wait for the album to drop. You got a name for it?
I don't.
I got a name for you. What? Romeo.
Hey.
Romeo didn't make the seat. I got it. Okay, here. Romeo wasn't on the music video. That's the album name.
Did you know what Romeo is about, by the way? Do you know why that song was made?
No.
So Romeo.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're trying to backtrack. I'll answer that
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
So Romeo, David Lindy was the original artist for this, and Romeo actually means flip flop slippers.
Oh, that's why you say flip flop.
She took off my Romeo. She took off my Romeo. Pretty little woman. She took off my Romeo. I think when I hear that song and I found out that Romeo means slipper / flip flop for whoever's watching, right? I think he's amazed that like this woman like took off his
shoes
wow,
off?
like the honor of like what she took off my Romeo
slippers. Yeah.
like, oh, this woman's different. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I think that's where he's coming from in the song. I really thought about that a lot, and he's just amazed with like, wow, she took off my Romeo.
Was he drunk?
This is the one. He might be a little.
He might have
bit
been
drunk,
toasted.
but like, did any other girl do that for him when he was
True.
drunk? That's
They left his slippers on. The audacity of these women that he was with. He just didn't know how to choose them. Finally found a woman that could take his slippers off, and the audacity, I can't believe her.
She's not the one.
Listen.
She didn't take my Romeos off.
And this is what I believe might be the reason why there aren't enough women with wedding rings. No, I'm just playing. If you don't take off a man's slippers when he's at home, then you ain't for him. No, I'm just playing. No, I did not know that. I didn't know that song was that though. I didn't know.
I didn't know until somebody broke it down for me, and I was like, oh, makes sense. Yeah. But to answer your question before, album, I don't know if it's gonna be called Legacy or Second Legacy because there's a lot of songs that Dad has done that we're actually remaking, and there's gonna be, yes, it's gonna have me and some of my siblings are gonna be on it, but there's also gonna be kids, that are from the bands that we're remaking the song. So it's really like Second Legacy. These are all the kids that are gonna be a part. Not every song is gonna have it, but there's a couple songs where Ehukai gonna have some of the kids on the song. And then for Manao Company, there's a song that I want to do where we have all the kids on it.
Wow.
And there's gonna be maybe maybe even third generation.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, we'll see how it all comes together. I'm thinking the album might be called Legacy or Second Legacy, something like that. We'll see. Yeah.
What I'm thinking.
You're thinking. What are you thinking?
Okay.
Oh, he's still thinking. Oh, Romeo. Yeah, no.
Nah, I'll come back to you on it. Maybe I think what you're saying about Generation might be sound pretty sick too.
Next
Generation,
No,
but that was a
we
group
can't do
before.
that.
Yeah,
That's Michael G.
yeah,
J.K.
and Kayla and Jade. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, no, bro. Excited, man. Excited for more music for you to be dropping and your career, bro. Just being able to be that light into the music because you have an amazing talent and amazing vocal.
It means a lot coming from the.
I mean, I can't even sing. So if I could sing like you, bro, it'd be. I don't know where I'd be. Maybe hitting high notes like Miley over there.
Oh yeah, she's still here. She doesn't. You know, Cameo. Oh no.
But no, appreciate you, brother, man, and excited. Make sure y'all lock in and download, stream, Shazam all the records.
Yeah. We got Far Away. We got Love With Me. We got Need Your Love. Oh, we did an Oswald remake, and we got more incoming. And actually, some cool news. I'm gonna go to New Zealand in November and record another album for next year. So we're pumping.
Shoot.
We're gonna keep going. The next this year an album, and next year hopefully we can get that one done in time too.
Crazy.
Where we got songs is coming. Yeah.
Crazy work. Dillon, man, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything, man. Love you, brother, man. And Romeo Valentine, Dillon Pakele.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Hello.